Ranking on Google is still important. It's very important, in fact, but it's no longer the whole picture when it comes to search visibility. People are getting their answers directly from large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity without ever even visiting a website. So what's the key takeaway there? Well, your brand needs to show up in AI, yes, but how? How do you get your brand to show up in those answers? Well, first things first, own media. You gotta create clear, well-structured content that answers specific questions. LLMs pull from a broad mix of sources, but they prioritize high-quality, authoritative content that's easy to summarize. Think FAQs, how-to guides, and explainer pages. Write like you're answering a real user's question because you are. That's what you're doing. AI models are answering people's questions as they're researching stuff in their platform. You want to appeal to AI models, dots connected. Second, you're going to want to earn mentions and citations from reputable third-party sources. LLMs aren't just pulling from your site. They don't trust you enough for that, which is okay and that's fair. They're also referencing top blogs, media outlets, Wikipedia, forums, and review sites. So your brand needs to be visible beyond your own domain. Guest contributed content, PR coverage, podcast interviews. These are all very helpful signals to boost your credibility with LLMs. Third, you're going to want to use structured data wherever possible. Schema markup might not directly influence LLMs the way it does with Google, but it does help clearly define your content, and that clarity increases the likelihood that it gets correctly interpreted and included in AI-generated responses. Make sure your brand is explicitly named and contextualized in your content. Don't just say, our solutions. No. Let's do an Intero branded example, of course. Intero Digital helps companies improve marketing efficiency. It is beautiful compared to our solutions help companies improve marketing efficiency. There's a lot of value in including your brand name as much as possible in those quotes because as that copy gets quoted by AI models, they know who it came from, and the keyword there is entity recognition. And finally, make sure your site is crawlable and indexable. Even LLMs trained on massive data sets rely on content that's publicly accessible. If it's gated, buried, or technically blocked, it's invisible and by extension unmentionable by AI. SEO isn't just about chasing algorithms anymore, it's about creating content that's clear, consistent, and genuinely helpful across platforms. Helpful, let's just circle back on that. There is a reason why Google released hundreds of helpful content updates leading up to the release of AI Overview and AI Search feature. Just saying. That's how you move from rankable to retrievable, which another keyword there, retrievability. Let's hold on to that. If you're ready for your brand to be a part of the AI conversation, not just a line item in the search results, we absolutely got the chops for it. At Intero Digital, we're building strategies that are tailor-made for the next era of search and beyond. Cheers.